I joined Paladins exactly 4 years ago, and in today's special video, I like to share some of my best moments with you. So grab some popcorn, my friend, and let me take you back in time. I joined Paladins 4 years ago as Moonsun7. Yes, DaddyMouse wasn't a thing back then. This is the first screenshot I have from the game. I took it the same day I joined, and judging by the sky, it was a bot game. Fun fact, silly mouse didn't realize that my first games were against bots until months later. You can imagine my ego when I joined the game and started shredding bots, thinking I was dominating real players. Good times. This next one is nostalgia. God, do I miss the top place. I'm pretty sure it was a bot game too. Also, does anyone miss the old Victor design? Cause I do. That same day I saw Maeve on rotation. I don't think I bought it, but I did try it the day after. And before we move on, the old UI was so freaking good. Also, I prefer this 3D background a lot over the dull brown one we have right now. But I guess it's just me. The next day I tried the payload mode. I'm not crying, you're crying. I might be weird, but this moment blew my mind back then. As a new player, I felt so much tension when waiting for the last seconds of the countdown, knowing that we're a heartbeat away from the massacre to start. You could see the enemies in the spawn getting ready to fight, and then when they pushed out, you had to hold the line at all costs. Back then, I didn't think of strategies or meta, it was just me exploring this huge world called the Realm, not knowing what to expect next. Everything felt so vivid and alive. It was a good time for sure. There was something about the old chests and store design that made it very satisfying to open them. Maybe it was the animation or the background being more detailed, but anyway, I think August 13 was the day I've got my first item from my chest, and then it was the Pip hard goggles. If only I knew what it would turn into eventually. And that same day I bought the Champions pack. I remember getting destroyed by Tyra and I thought I wanted to try the character. I eventually did and hated her at first. If only I knew that 4 years later she would be my main. And that same day I got to play Lex. A lot. Talking about which, you are about to see my first ever Paladins upload. Shit's about to get wild.
Oh my god, that was close.
Oh lord, is this on 480p? Of course it's on 480p.
What's this?
Oh, I see the Willow emote for the first time.
Willow is being crazy.
My mic sounded like crap.
Wait, I'll carry two people at your place.
Oh, holy aim, yeah.
Use that.
Using the auto aim as the first attack? Jeez.
Mr. Neo is really good.
Oh no, they have hands instead of cauterize. Oh, you guys are witnessing a newbie mouse. I feel so embarrassed.
Run. Oh.
Big brain all time. Of course I didn't know what they all did back then.
They're so Paladins is strong.
Yeah.
Oh, that voice you hear? That's Noxana. She was the one who got me into Paladins. I have no clue whether she still plays or not. We haven't talked to her for a while. But hey, that's how it goes.
Stop the payload.
Stop the payload. Before it stops you.
Enemy killing spree.
At least I was having a blast playing the game. And hey, games are all about having fun.
Oh my god, you're so noob.
What? Did I really say that? It's funny how back then I thought I was good at the game. Anyway, back to the screenshots. Here you can see the foundations of this channel being built. Me buying the heck out of the chest led to eventually creating DaddyMouse.
So those are the loadouts. You gotta use this essence to unlock more stuff, but basically even like the stock loadout is really cool.
I call talents loadouts? Okay.
End up using this one because
the old card screen though.
Every time I activate one of my abilities it heals me, which is amazing for my class.
So I've made this video for a friend I used to be very close with back then. The idea was to get her into Paladins, which I never succeeded.
I begin to run and jump faster.
Huh, Maeve with the old dagger for love. Interesting.
Running back to base because that lady was...
Dude, you could buy death hands for Maeve for a whopping 400 crystals. I remember that.
Maeve wants to kill, well, try to just kill our support. The support was really noob because she shouldn't be running around alone.
The support was really noob. What? My goodness. I was a cocky bastard back then. And yes, I didn't discover cauterize until way later.
Okay. shit.
Oh, do you see that? It's the old Torval attack. Damn. Okay, so 10 days into the game, and the first thing I notice is 7 friends online? Damn, I kept adding people. Also, surprised I got the Makoa skin so quickly, but that didn't make me any better at the champion. Level 1 baby Koa. Ah, my first encounter with Paladins visual glitches. Paladins and bugs, name a more iconic duo. And this, ladies and gents, was my first skin review. If you can call it that way. It's exactly what it looks like. Just me showing Maeve in the main menu for 40 seconds. Also, this skin blew everyone's minds when it was released. It still holds up great to this day. Roughly 1 month into Paladins, and this is what we see. So first of all, I tried ranked. 1 month into Paladins, holy cookies. If you remember, you could see the mastery frame thing both in the top play and in the old loading screen menu. The reason I went into rank was to get the purple platinum border, so it would match my Sky's icon. DaddyMouse caring about looks even way before DaddyMouse was a thing.
You're out of this world. You're a hero.
Dude, I miss how people would spam your rock voice lines during a top play. I remember seeing people getting into arguments by the end game chat, and there will always be someone saying,
"Whatever, but I've got the top play. I'm the MVP."
People never change. Ah, this is the first video from my old uploads that I actually took time to edit, and for some reason, it's still public to this day. I can't play it with the music on because back then I didn't know copyright existed. The cuts matched the beat of the song. That blue Ying recolor though, I kinda want it back. Oh, I remember you could reveal Ying's face by equipping the replicant hair. I think the success of my belly dancing video, which by the way was something like 200 views, made me consider starting a Paladins channel. This is the first 1080p video I uploaded on my channel, and it got a whopping 7 views. Here's why people think why I like Sky. Okay, lame top plays, kill steals, poison bolt. I think it used to be stronger back then. Top scores, no one cares about your score. I mean, that's true though. Here's the real reason why I like to play Sky. I think I gotta mute the music here because of copyright. Ah yeah, the third person view on Sky did look impressive. Yeah, I was one horny boy back then. Best patch ever. Back then I still didn't know what kind of content to make, so I was trying stuff. And by the way, people who complain about Paladins having bugs now certainly didn't play the game back then. Bad patches, bugs, weird shit, it's all been part of Paladins since day one. Freedom farts. Spray fart. Ah. I like how she could dash with her butt forward. Ah, the coin glitch, yeah. And Metalhead Ash. I will leave the link to the unlisted video in the description in case you want to check out the full thing. This video was what really made me consider reviewing skins because it blew up. For back then standards, of course. It's got a whopping 106 views the first 24 hours after the upload. I remember being so damn excited about this skin. Less than a year into Paladins and you can already see me making guides. It's crazy how beginners think that they know a lot about the game. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad guide by any means, it's just the more I learn, the more I realize that there are a ton of people who are more qualified to teach than I am. On a side note, it's also funny how this guide was trending on Steam for a while and is still getting views to this day. Ladies and gents, this is the first mention of DaddyMouse ever. Oh gosh, that intro.
What's the plan? What's the plan, my friend? You are more experienced.
I'm deeply ashamed, but the first DaddyMouse video wasn't even about Paladins. I wanted to start a series called DaddyMouse Plays, and this video is about a game called Diacute. By the way, at first the idea was to have a pixel art theme for my channel, hence the pixelated logo. And this is the first ever DaddyMouse skin review. You can see the pixel art fonts, the editing is obviously pretty simple, but the core style is the same. I kinda miss those days where I could make a video in 2 hours and call it a day. Also, the thumbnail is so fucking simple. Oh my god, it's literally just a gradient background, a cropped screenshot and a basic font. I probably spent more time making one thumbnail today than I spent making an entire video back then. Anyway, the first year and a half I was actively working on my rank. My goal was to reach Masters as soon as possible, so I played a lot of competitive. I quickly realized that Sky isn't viable, so I switched to what was meta back then, Lian. It worked pretty well, I reached Diamond 1 as her. At the same time, I started to spend more time building my channel and less time playing the actual game. I ended up switching back to casuals and playing champions that are more fun.